Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been posting in a while, but I have a very valid excuse, and that's because I kinda hurt my wrist pretty badly back in spring. I'm not sure if it was because of my hand positions when I draw or because I was using a not very ergonomic mouse on the computer, but the thing is, it's hurt really bad, and I barely have been able to do things in the last few months, let alone draw or edit a YouTube video. Fortunately, I went to the doctor and she suggested some resting during the summer, and thankfully my wrist has improved a lot. I can still feel a little bit of pain, but I'm totally able to work again. Anyways, that was the reason I didn't make any new videos. I know my channel is new and maybe no one cares, but I still had the need to explain that. In a different order of things, I have used this time of internet hiatus to rethink a bit what exactly is that I want to do career-wise from now on, especially in the next year. I've grown a little bit tired of drawing what I feel is trendy at the moment or fan art just to get more interactions on social media. And not that has been of much help because the latest Wings illustrations I posted before my hiatus went onto the trash can of the algorithm, as per usual. I want to put things into perspective here. It has been fun doing this for the last 2 years, engaging with the community on Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, drawing fan art, and creating merch for conventions and my shop, but I feel that this path has already fulfilled its purpose and has reached its limit. Don't get me wrong, I still like doing these things, but now that I have some time to think and to see all of this from the distance, I am aware that times have changed and what has worked before might not work from now on. I feel like if I didn't reach a big community by now, I probably never will. And I know that doesn't mean that people don't like my art, but actually it's about how social media is consumed nowadays. I don't want to keep putting 20 hours or more into an illustration to feel like I need to post it and get interactions, and then it falls into the void. I know what I am and what I like. I am an artist, not a TikTok maker. I feel like social media demands a lot of you, like posting every day, interacting, making videos, and sometimes I'm like, how in the world am I going to post a daily story? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, show my meals? I mean, who cares? I'm not an influencer, I am an artist, and to be quite honest, I'm also starting to drift away from consuming short form content lately. I feel like the dead internet theory has become a reality already. I don't know what's real anymore between the bots, the AI images, and people paying to farm interactions. I don't want to waste another year of my life wondering if this is the year that I'm gonna make it on Twitter when I've been stuck under 500 followers for the past 3. And also, who am I posting for? People who like my art, my friends and colleagues, they barely see my posts, and at the same time it happens to me the other way around. Actually, lately I only get interactions from questionable bots, and recently I even had my art defaced by some hateful person that used grok on one of my illustrations. I think of myself as a child who wanted to tell stories through art, and this doesn't seem what she would have wanted. So I decided it's time to shift ways and rethink on how I want to make something of value. I got accepted on one of the biggest art conventions in Spain next September, and I'm very happy about it, but I think it's also going to be one of the last ones for me. I have enjoyed making merch for a while, but I think that's not who I am anymore. It's very draining and time consuming, and it's barely making me any profit. That's why I'm also thinking of closing my Etsy shop. This is not a decision that it's going to be effective immediately. It'd probably take a while between transitioning to a new path. This has been fun for the past 4 years, but I don't think I fancy myself as a keychain maker or a seller. You also have to constantly be thinking commercially, and it gets very frustrating. It scares me a little because I have made some very good artist friends in this field, and I enjoy the conventions and the thought that my art is being enjoyed worldwide. But it might not need to be that drastic. Just a little rebranding and a different way to work and share this life so that I can actually feel good about it and don't burn out. So you might be wondering, what is in store for the next future from now on? Since I've always wanted to tell stories with my art, I've been working on my portfolio lately. Not being constantly working for social media and designing new merch has actually been really helpful to improve my portfolio this summer. The idea is that I'm going to set up a really nice portfolio website for myself and start looking for representation and work on children's book illustrations. Creating art for picture books has always been one of my dreams, and I am very excited about it. After investigating a little, and special thanks to Anusha's channel for the valuable info, I learned that it's better to be represented by an agency in this field, so that'll make it easier to work with publishers. I'm trying to curate my portfolio as much as I can and to a professional level, and I hope to have it ready by September, so that I can start looking for an agent. It's not an easy field, but I'm willing to give my best, and a little bit more, to see my art in bookstores and have children learn and have fun with it. I'll say that is it for the career updates. If you have any insights or questions about it, I'd love to chat in the comments. When it comes to life, I have been having a pretty great summer, given that it's a billion degrees in Spain. Summer is my favorite season, and I am very privileged to be able to enjoy it and have fun. As I said before, I'm trying to part ways with scrolling through social media and consuming short-form content like M&Ms, so I've been relying a lot on YouTube and more recently Substack. If you don't know what Substack is, and I didn't a week ago, it's essentially a place where people publish their newsletters, articles, or essays, kind of like a social media feed, but with long posts and very interesting topics to read. I have been using it for just a few days, but I'll give you these 3 recommendations in case you want to check them out. Another thing I've been doing is playing Palia. It's a very nice, free MMO, cozy type of game with quest, farming, and world exploring. You can also play with your friends. My only recommendation is that you get it on PC if you can, because I got it on Switch and it runs terribly. Oh my god. Let me know if you're a Palia player too. Last weekend I went to a very interesting exhibition about the sound of the oceans. It was based on a research made by the Catalonian Polytechnic University, and it spoke about how human activity is interfering on the auditory communications and behavior of animals like whales, dolphins, and seals. I'll leave the research here in case you want to check it out. Well, that was it for an update. If you stayed till the end of the video, comment a dolphin emoji. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day today. See you on the next one. Bye!